Hey guys, good morning. Hector here, Corpus Christi. Try to position this camera the best way that I can. All right. All right, guys. Happy Monday to you guys. Got some pretty cool stuff. A lot of exciting things going on here in Corpus. I myself, positive note. I just came off of a men's retreat with my church. I spent the last 3.5, almost 4 days with some really good friends of mine, getting closer to the Lord, and it was really good. And again, one of my focuses is, helping men to become better, helping the men become stronger, helping men, just helping men and busy dads in general, because that's who I am. I'm the crazy busy dad, and if I can share my struggles and some of the things that I've dealt with and overcome, hopefully that can help several of you men that are watching. So one of the things I mentioned before is I mentioned last week that I'm going to be breaking up my episodes into specific categories where I'm going to be focusing on one specific thing each episode. That way it'll kind of give you an idea of when you want to tune in, when you don't want to tune in, that way you'll know what I'm talking about, if you have any interest in it or not. And one of the things I was having a hard time coming up with was on Fridays, was coming up with what episode or what kind of topic that I would want to talk about on Fridays. And between my email newsletter and responses here on the page, I had some really good feedback. People wanted me to talk about nutrition and like healthy eating habits, and I've decided to not talk about that because I think that's something that a lot of people talk about. And I know, clearly you think, well, if a lot of people are talking about it, that means a lot of people want to do it. What I really want to focus on, and what I've come to realize, what I want to focus on in my episodes is really helping your mindset, okay? And really kind of help changing the way you look at things, the way you look at your health, the way you look at your business or your career. And because I believe that once we change your mindset and the way you look at things and how you approach challenges, you're going to stick to that nutrition plan. Because at the end of the day, I talk to so many people every day that come through our doors, and they say, oh yeah, I know how to, I know that I need to eat, salads or broccoli or eat lean meat. So I know I should, take a daily multivitamin. Like, they say that they know this, but yet they don't do it. So if they already know it, why aren't they doing it? Well, more than likely it's because they're dealing with blockages and dealing with mindset issues. Because at the end of the day, we all know that we should be doing certain things, right? We know that we shouldn't be eating McDonald's and Whataburger every day. We know that we need to be exercising daily. We know that, we need to show up on time for work or whatever, right? So we already know this stuff. So this is some of the stuff I really want to focus on in our episode. So anyway, I'm not going to focus on a whole lot of nutrition. I may talk about it from time to time in our Getting Strong with Heck episodes, like on Mondays. Mondays I'm going to use for just kind of like a random thoughts, new things that I'm doing, etc. And I may cover nutrition stuff on those days. But I feel a lot of people talk about nutrition, and there's so much confusion out there, and I don't want to just keep adding to it. So I'm going to focus more on your mindset and things that I've done and I've struggled with and how I've overcome them. So on Fridays, I think I'm going to do something that's pretty unique that I've only seen my mentor really kind of, Brian Bolke, he's a good friend of mine, San Antonio, and he does a lot of these types of episodes, and it's encouraged me to do it, but kind of focus it on things that I want to talk about. So what I'm going to be doing on Fridays, starting not this Friday, but the following Fridays, I haven't come up with a clever name for it yet, but what I'm going to be doing on the following Friday is I'm going to be doing interviews starting locally here in Corpus Christi, and I'm going to be doing interviews with specific people in the health, to talk about health, what it is that they do, talk about their business, talk about their career, talk about their life, some of the struggles they've dealt with, some of the struggles they've overcome, and also other business owners, because I really want to focus my channel on health and health and finance and business, because those are the two things that challenge us on a daily basis. Are we as healthy as we want to be, and are we as financially healthy as we want to be? So those are the two key points that I'm going to be focusing on moving forward. And so I'm going to be interviewing specific, highly respected business owners here in Corpus Christi, and highly respected coaches and trainers starting in Corpus, and then eventually I want to go global with it and talk to other coaches worldwide and bring new information to you. That way you're not just constantly hearing from me and the things that I'm doing. I would like to expose you guys to other people in the health and the strength profession, and other people in the business profession. So hopefully that'll bring some more value to you guys, and hopefully that will really kind of help create some clarity for you guys. So that's what I'm going to be doing on Fridays. Not this Friday, starting on next Friday. So one of the things that I want to talk about today is becoming an expert. This is something I actually had the pleasure of being interviewed by my good friend Brian. I believe it's you can find it on my page somewhere. And one of the questions that he asked me was, why do I think, what is, I guess, like a closing thought, what could I tell somebody that may be struggling with personal development, or maybe struggling with, a health goal or a business or career goal? What can I do to encourage them to move forward? And this is something that I've come to realize, and something that I've struggled with all the time, is I myself, sometimes I ask myself, why isn't my business Hardstyle? Why I just feel like I could be doing so much more. I feel like I could be helping so many more people, and how come I haven't gotten there yet? Or maybe when it comes to my health, why am I not at a specific point in my training? Why is my flexibility or my conditioning, why am I not getting there yet? So we can apply this to every aspect of our life. And one of the things that I've been noticing is we need to become an expert. Okay, we either need to become an expert, or we need to hire an expert. Okay, so one of the books that I just started reading, I just got it in last week, is this is one of the new books that I'm reading. It's called Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson. Really great book. He's got another book called The .com Secrets. And this is a new venture in my life and my business that I'm taking, and I'm trying to take what we're doing here at Hardstyle in Corpus and taking it online, taking it to the masses. But it's not going to be your typical online training. It's going to be, I don't want to tell you the details. It's going to be amazing. I've been working on this thing for like the last year and a half. And I'm really excited to actually get this thing going. And I've got several programs right now that are being tested. I've got several programs that are being tested out right now by qualified professionals and regular everyday users. Regular everyday users and qualified professionals that are currently testing out these plans around the world. And so they're testing them out, and once I get the finished results, I'm going to be releasing this to you guys. So that's something that I'm working on professionally, is taking everything we're doing here in Corpus, taking it online. And so about the book, Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson. I'm just barely started reading this. So I'm literally maybe 20-something pages into it. But before he even wrote this book, this is something I've been noticing is, if we want success in our health and in our strength and in relationships or whatever it is we need to become a specific person. The person that we need to become is, we need to become an expert, or we need to hire that expert. Okay, so maybe one of the reasons why I realized I was struggling to reach more people and to help more people with my business is I wasn't ready for that additional business, or that additional, I guess, success, if you want to call it, is because I'm a man of faith, and I believe in God, and that He sent His Son here to die for us and redeem us of our sins. This isn't a religious This is what I believe. So I believe that God will not give us what we can't handle, right? We've heard this. God will never give us anything that we can't handle. And although we'll go through some crazy stuff in life and we'll go through specific challenges, it will never be more than we can handle. And I believe the same is true in our health and our business or our career. God will never give us anything that we can't handle. So maybe we're not advancing physically in health. Maybe we're not advancing in our career because we're not ready for it. Maybe we haven't become the expert that we need to become to be able to handle that success. Hope this is making sense. I hope this is making sense. We need to become a specific person in order to be equipped and ready and prepared for that new success, or the ability to go through and stick on a nutrition plan and a training plan. And that's what all comes down to mindset and preparation. So the Expert Secrets book is basically, it talks about how to become an expert in whatever field you're in. So for me, health, wellness, strength, the book just ties perfectly in with my core values. Two of my core values are expertise and mastery. So I really take pride in becoming an expert in anything that I do. It could be dishwashing, it could be tying my shoes. I want to be an expert at that. And then mastery and expertise, okay? So once I become an expert at it, I want to master whatever it is. And as far as business goes, people will pay for your expertise. If you become an expert, whether it's a plumber, doesn't matter if you're an attorney, doesn't matter if you're a personal trainer, it doesn't matter what it is. If you become an expert in that profession or that area of expertise, people will pay for that. And this kind of ties into, people hating their job and whatever it is that I talked about several episodes ago. Is if you're not happy with your situation, which I wasn't happy with my situation when I was running my bread business for 12 years, I built it up to a 6-figure income. Every year I knew I was going to make 6 figures because, man, people need bread, right? So, but I wasn't happy with my situation. Even though I didn't have to worry about money. I put my wife through grad school debt-free. I opened my business Hardstyle debt-free, and I wasn't happy with the situation. I was on call 24/7. I didn't have a life. I missed several, opportunities with, traveling and seeing family. I missed a lot of that. So I wasn't happy with that. And then I started to develop a passion for strength training and flexibility and health. I started to develop a passion for that. And so what I did was I dedicated my life. I've dedicated every hour and every second of my life to becoming an expert. And so now I'm working on building that to create the life that I want. So, and I encourage you guys to do the same thing. Find out what it is that you enjoy doing. Whatever it is. It doesn't have to be health. You don't have to be a personal trainer. You don't have to, whatever it is. Figure out what it is that you're passionate about, whatever it is that you enjoy doing. Because I guarantee there's something in you. We all have it. There's something in us that says, man, if I could do this and get paid for it, I would just be like living the dream, right? Well, guess what? If you say, oh, there should be a better way to do this, or I wish I could do this for a living, guess what? There is that opportunity. You just have to take the steps to becoming the person that you need, do whatever it takes to become an expert in whatever it is that you're passionate about, and then start to tell people about it. And people will invest into that. People will want to, because you'll relate to people that have struggled with the current things that you're struggling with. And once you make that connection with people, they're going to want what you want. So there were several mentors of mine that helped me and that I kind of follow. They have a lot of the things that I want. So what I do is I study what they're studying, and I want to become an expert at that, but then I niche down to something a little more specific to myself. So for me, jiu-jitsu, strength training for BJJ, strength training for busy dads, that is something kind of specific to me because that's who I am. So my goal and my mission is to become an expert at that. And I know in turn that will eventually build the life that I want. So, Expert Secrets, I highly recommend you look into that. If you want to know where to get it, just message me or leave a comment below and I can tell you where to go and get it. I got it for free. I just paid the shipping cost and they sent it to me for free. again, journaling, guys. Check out, I got a new journal. I'm like kind of geeked out, stoked out about this. I'm actually going to, Brianna and I, we're going to you always hear me talk about 10X and Grant Cardone. I just got a new journal. Brianna got it for me as a gift. Pretty cool, right? And it's just got just tons of opportunity here for me to write down my goals. As I said, I'm really big on writing my goals lately, and it's something that's really helped me. So highly recommend, write your goals down. What are they? Write them down every single day. You got to write them down every single day, and you got to do it to whatever's repeatable. If doing them on your phone or writing your goals down, if that's the best way to do it and that's easiest for you to repeat, do that. I like to physically write mine down. That's what works best for me, so I do that. So long story short, the whole, the what I want you to take away from this episode is, to attain whatever it is that you want in life, you need to become an expert. Okay, and then you need to become a master, and a master of that expertise. Once you become a master of that expertise, you begin to tell the world about it, and they will pay you for your expertise, and that will ultimately give you the life that you want. So I'll go more into detail in other episodes on how to do that. But right now I'm reading this book, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm barely like a couple of chapters in. And then just to close out, not this Friday, but the following Friday, we're going to be doing interviews. I haven't come up with a name for the episode yet. I'll come up with something. But basically, I'm going to be interviewing, starting locally here in Corpus. I'm going to be interviewing specific, really highly educated and qualified strength conditioning professionals, health professionals, as well as people very successful in business. And it's all going to tie together. So we're going to try it out, see how it goes. And that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for tuning in. If you'd like to know where you can get a copy of Expert Secrets, just leave me a comment below, and I'll send you the website to where to go get it. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.